Hey, what's going on? It's JP. I'm a certified nutritionist, and I like to offer a non-toxic meal perspective on just all things in life consumption. Today, I want to rank breakfast foods from like a nutrition/enjoyment perspective. I'm basically just going to rank them. There's not really a lot of direction to this. I want to offer my opinion. I think my opinion is perhaps controversial, as you'll see. I'm sure a lot of you are going to have fun arguing with me in the comments. That's fine. I welcome it. It helps me out, and I really do enjoy it. But anyways, breakfast tier list. So as you can see here, I have found a cancer of a website that has an assortment of different breakfast foods. I did not choose what's on this list. I'm actually about to view this blindly. I'm just going to go ahead and talk about each one. I might add a little bit of information of how to make healthier versions of them, or I might just say the dog shit altogether. So the first one here, it looks like we have cereal. Cereal has to be A tier. Now, here's my criteria right now. It can only be S tier if there's a way to make it super macro friendly. Now, not everything here has to be super macro friendly, high protein, low calorie, so on and so forth. Some food can just be incredibly enjoyable, a nice little treat, or just carbs for your workout. But for it to be S tier for me, it has to be equal parts good as it is incredibly healthy. Cereal for me is like awesome. Also, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, by far #1 cereal. That's not even a debate. But unless you're going out of your way to find those brands like Magic Spoon or Premier Protein, so many cereal companies just fall short of making it taste like that cereal that I enjoy all the time. So for that, even though it's awesome and there's so many options out there, it can't be S tier. It has to be A. What do we have next? We have what looks to be omelet. Ooh, omelet's a tough one. Because I feel like omelets, you know what? No, because there's going to be a lot of egg options on here, and I feel like egg options should be treated differently. Omelets, I'm going to go S tier. Omelets have way too much versatility. Omelets have way too much versatility to be any lower than that. Because you can add other meats to it, you can add vegetables, you can add sauces. If you want a lower calorie version, you can do them with egg whites and like fill them up with volume like spinach and stuff. Omelets have to be S tier. There's no way. Even though omelets are like the #1 way I'm making this food, it's far too powerful. Potatoes? What is that? I can't even see these. Looks like home fries. Yeah, it's going A tier. Actually, you know what? No, you know what? I'm gonna go S tier on this because potatoes are like, one, they're the most satiating carb. You can look that up. It's really easy. But potatoes in any form are fucking fantastic. And it's so hard to find potatoes that are bad. As in like a form potatoes, not actual potatoes themselves. Plus you season this right. You add like some cheese to it and just a little bit of ketchup. Oh my God. It's like the best breakfast that exists. No, there's no way. No, I have to keep it S tier. I have to keep it S tier. Next one is just like biscuits with butter. You know, as much as I love that because it's so simple and tasty, I can't put it S tier. I'm gonna have to go B tier. B tier, not because it's bad, but because it's like so plain. I mean, think about it. It's literally just bread with butter. And as much as toast, butter, whatever is amazing. And then, oh wait, I actually see butter toast coming up. That's fine. We'll say it's biscuit, like English muffin with butter. It is superior to toast, but it's so plain. And because I'm taking it as it is in the photo, they're obviously not including things like Jell-O and stuff, which is what I would do to add to that. But for that alone, it has to be B. What the hell's the next one? Just plain bagel? Bagel with cream cheese? Once again, B. Because bagel with cream cheese is awesome. I love grabbing bagel from cream cheese. Back when I would commute to New Jersey when I was working in maintenance, I would always stop at this one deli and just get a bagel with cream cheese in Arizona. It's like a classic staple in New York. However, not really the most nutritional breakfast. Plus, like, again, it has the same problem as a muffin with butter, where it just doesn't have a lot of variety, and the other things you have to add to it to give it variety are what pumps it up. But taking it as face value, just not the most balanced breakfast. Definitely one of the most portable. If it's portability is the question, and it 100% is really portable. But I need a little more for it to be really like a good for me thing. Blueberry muffin. Ah, man. I used to love muffins, but they're just so much calories and just not a lot of anything. They taste good, but also I feel like it's not my #1 blueberry thing. I'm just gonna have to go C tier. I'm sorry. Like, as much as it's tasty, it's really not offering much for me. And if I'm fixing a sweet tooth, I'm gonna go with something else. What is that? Avocado toast? Oh yeah, easy A. Avocado toast is become the meme. It's like the millennial meme. Oh, you would have bought a house if you didn't spend so much money, eating avocado toast. You should be saving money. But avocado toast is so goddamn good. You put a little bit of sriracha. It's like all these like restaurants, Dunkin' Donuts, Panera, Starbucks, like they all adopted like an avocado toast because they themselves realize, despite the fact that it's a meme, that it's just an incredible little snack. The only dog shit part about it is that it's expensive because of the avocado. I mean, some places have it pretty cheap, but like for the most part, It's also something you can just make yourself. It does feel kind of stupid when I buy it because it's like they're selling you on the seasoning of avocado toast. But if you just get sourdough bread, avocado, everything bagel seasoning, it's a little bit of hot sauce, you're literally making the same thing that these places are making. And you didn't have to even like cook anything other than maybe toasting the bread. But like, it does not stop me. I get it every time there's an option almost. I fucking love avocado toast. Next one is cinnamon rolls. See, my thing is like, cinnamon rolls taste amazing, bro. Are they really like a breakfast? I feel like this has always been like, in my household, there's always been like a post-dinner dessert. As a breakfast? See, there's gonna be choices here. Like later on, I see donut. We'll get to that. But there's gonna be choices here where, like, I feel like it's not really a breakfast food. It's just like objectively okay, fun food. I mean, damn, it's so hard to use the blueberry muffin argument because cinnamon tastes so good. I'm gonna go B tier. It's not really offering anything nutrition-wise. However, it's so darn good that it might beat out and be like a worth a thing. Fruit bowl, man, fruit bowls are boring, but they're also like pretty damn good. Like they can be good. Like, you get a nice fruit bowl with like a lot of like good like slices of apple, grapes, some watermelon. I really do enjoy healthy carbs, not a lot of calories. So from like a quote unquote healthy perspective, it's pretty good. Man, that's gonna be tough. I'm gonna go B. I'm gonna go B because it's not the most exciting thing. It's just a plate of fruit. It doesn't really require a lot. I mean, that's probably another reason why it's really good. It's really easy. It's pretty portable. You can get them like the cups at the gas station or the grocery store. But it's just not, if you, one of the most annoying things that someone does when you're craving, like let's say you're craving ice cream. I see this all the time. And it's like, well, you know, you should eat an apple instead. It's like, dude, eating an apple is not gonna crave my ice cream problem. Like that is crazy. Like I hate when people try to force in fruit as like a cream sugar substitute. It's not. I need something to satisfy that. Making me eat a fruit is just gonna make me eat a fruit and then later on eat that creamy thing anyways. Pause. But point is, it's fruit, you know, it obviously is really good, but you know, it can be better. It can be more fun. It can be more fun. Maybe if we have Cool Whip, that's a different story. Strawberries with Cool Whip, raspberries with Cool Whip, that's awesome. But again, that's an addition. I have to take these entries at face value. So, you know, for that, it's going to be B. Is it a fucking yogurt bowl? Nah, I'm putting that shit in D. I feel like it's overrated. And here's the thing. I like granola. I like yogurt. I like fruit. But I feel like this is just like, you're pretending to be eating like a really cool dessert. Just fucking have a really cool dessert. The hell is this? What is that? I literally cannot tell what that next one is because I see it's not ham. Is it ham? No, I see sliced ham at the beginning. It might be sliced ham versus turkey bacon maybe. I'm gonna go with that. We're gonna pretend it's ham. If it's ham, then it's going A tier because ham it's protein. It's awesome. I think it's better than turkey, to be completely honest with you. However, I do think there are better options on here. Ham, I feel like ham's also one side. I feel like ham only tastes good with like in certain applications made a certain way, and if it's not made that like kind of weird glazed ham way, then it just sucks. So actually, you know what? No, because I'm going B. It's gonna be B because there's definitely gonna be better protein options out there. Ooh, here comes a controversial one. So here's the thing with bacon. I know that, I gotta switch here because this is gonna be important. I know bacon is good. I'm not trying to make the argument that bacon is not good. However, bacon, in my opinion, should not be your main protein. Like when someone says to me like a bacon, egg, and cheese, in my mind, I'm like, you're missing something. Bacon to me is like a topping, not a protein main source. Sausage is a protein source. Chicken is a protein source. A chicken sandwich or a burger, and you're adding bacon to it, then yeah, that it makes sense to me because bacon is like a nice topping. If you eliminate the chicken and just leave the bacon, I feel like you are taking out 50% of the entire sandwich. I've always subscribed to that. Bacon is not a credible protein source to me in terms of it being the sole protein. It's just a topping. So people are definitely gonna roast me for this. That's even if anyone watches this. I'm putting bacon in B because bacon, for as good as it is as a supplement, like kind of topping, people are too often use it as like a regular thing. I don't like it. What the hell is this? It has to be B tier. What the hell is this next one? I don't even know what that is. I'm just gonna throw it in D. I have no idea what that is. People are gonna yell at me. Looks like it's like poached, something with hollandaise. Yeah, it's too much. What the hell is this? I don't even know what that is. Is that just a bowl of sweet potato? If I can't tell what it is, go into D. If someone wants to yell at me later, we'll touch back on it later. This looks like home fries. See, same thing as us. Like, there's home fries, there's roasted potatoes, anything that's like a potato dish where you're just adding seasoning and you're adding vegetables to it. I'm in. Add a little bit of sauce. I'm in 100% time. That country fried chicken with gravy. Listen, it has to go A. I know, listen, I know it's not like the healthiest, but fucking hell, man, it tastes too good. You can't deny that country fried steak with gravy, which I don't even know if, I hope that's what that is. But also, it's not the healthiest. It's not. Fried food tends to be very calorie dense, but come on, man. Every once in a while, you got to indulge and have something fun. You got to have a good breakfast. It's not going to be the end of the world. Biscuits and gravy is what's next. And let me tell you something. I know it's not good for you. I don't give a shit. It's quite literally S tier. It is literally my favorite breakfast item. Even like the Cracker Barrel one, which is like the generic one from a chain restaurant, it hits. It's just too goddamn good. And yes, it is going to be like 9,000 calories, and I don't give a shit. That is like a weekend, off day, cheat meal, whatever you want to call it. That is my go-to choice every time. I have to put it S tier. Turkey bacon's what I assume this is. See, turkey bacon for me is going to be A tier. I think turkey bacon is better than bacon. I believe that it is going to, first of all, I believe it's better macros, which is excellent. It's going to be more protein per bite. But I just think it tastes better. I think the texture makes more sense for sandwiches because bacon's really good when it's crunchy, and that's awesome. But this is why I say that it's a topping, because I don't want my main protein source to always be crunchy. Chicken being fried, having like a crunch outside, that's different. But if my main protein source is crunchy, no, crunchy with the soft is what I want. I want the texture dynamic. I want that dichotomy. That's why I think turkey bacon's better. Next one is, what the fuck is this? Is that pizza? Pizza for breakfast. It has to be. Honestly, throw it in C. It's not really a breakfast food, but I cannot tell you that I have not done that. I have 100% gone to the fridge and grabbed pizza, full disclosure, for breakfast, leftovers, and it hits every time. Especially if you air fry it. That was like the biggest discovery. For a long time, we microwaved it. Or, if we had an oven, put it in the oven. But finding out you can air fry a slice and it kind of goes back to how it was, what a game changer. This is breakfast sausages. This is just sausage. Yeah, it's going S tier. Sausage is objectively an S tier meat. It might even be the most. Yeah, let me put it at the front here. Well, no, eggs. I can't put it past eggs. But as far as meat goes, sausage is the #1 breakfast protein. It tastes good when you're putting hot sauce on it. It tastes good when you put syrup on it, which means it tastes good, both savory and sweet. It is 100% one of the best options, if not the best options for breakfast. It's adding protein. It's usually pretty lean if you get the right stuff. You can get it ground or you can just get it pre-fucking frozen. It's still going to taste good. S tier 100%. Butter with toast. See, this is going to fall into the same argument, B tier as the other ones. It's good. It's not bad. It's reliable. But unless you add jelly to it, unless you're adding something else to it, it's simply going to be a waste of time. Oatmeal, immediate S tier. Immediate S tier. Not only do I love oatmeal as far as taste goes, but oatmeal is one of those things that it's so versatile. First off, you can have oatmeal just pre-packaged. You can have the instant oatmeal. Be great. There's like anywhere between like 120 to 160 calories depending on the flavor you get. You pair that with like a protein shake, you have a very complete meal. You can also take regular oats and blend them and use them for things in baking and for just the various other things. Incredibly versatile, usually pretty goddamn cheap to get oatmeal, and there's so many flavors. You can get the Kodiak ones, which have protein, even though I personally just like adding protein powder to my oatmeal and having it that way I have more options for flavors. It's just so powerful. It is too powerful of a food that tastes good. And I know people like the texture thing. You got to mess with the water. So the instructions usually will try to tell you like equal parts oat as water, but that's not a perfect formula. It should not be a one size fits all. Try experimenting with a little less water if you want to be a little more kind of put together and tangible, or if you want it to be runny, which some people do. I personally don't. You got to add a little more water. Don't just listen to the instructions. Next, we got just regular kind of fried eggs. See, I'm going to put this A only because I preferred scrambled. I think scrambled's a little bit easier to make. Just I understand, which I mean, none of them are hard to make. You just throw them on a pan when it's hot, a little bit of oil, done, seasoned. But scrambled eggs, I believe, makes it a little bit more versatile because I can throw scrambled eggs into a bowl. I can throw scrambled eggs into a wrap. I think it adds a little more value for that reason. This is hard-boiled eggs. Hard-boiled eggs also have to go A. So the reason I'm going A is because I believe hard-boiled eggs are incredibly versatile, obviously because you can travel with them. Plus, they sell them now in like these pre-packaged things. But with hard-boiled eggs, they're also just not super exciting because have you ever tried just eating a hard-boiled egg by yourself? Unless you're one of those savages that just like only eats for fuel, it's not fun. You gotta add salt to it. You gotta add hot sauce. You gotta add something. So because of that, it kind of takes away the portability that it has. If I have to bring it to work and then I have to pop out a hot sauce packet and some salt in order to enjoy it, well, then it's kind of losing some points for me. It's not making it super versatile up tier. Pancakes. This is gonna be really controversial. See, I think pancakes are not that good. I don't think pancakes are that good because in a world where waffles exist, why do we need pancakes? The batter is essentially the same, yet somehow we just decide to settle for airier, shittier pancakes. And listen, I've heard it all. You're not making pancakes correctly. No, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I've just never had pancakes I enjoy. It's not a flavor problem. It's purely a texture problem. I feel like I can eat 400,000 pancakes and still feel nothing. So for me, C tier. The next is French toast. A, because French toast, there is a way of making it more anabolic by, you know, making it with egg whites, using like a low calorie toast and so on and so forth. But, you know, in my experience, it's tough to really recreate it. But god damn, as far as like sweet breakfasts go, nothing beats French toast. Especially when you add like a gimmick to it, like the cheesecake French toast or strawberry French toast. Oh my god, what a damn winner. Hash brown, come on, that's a staple. Let's go in S tier. Not even because it's anything special, it's just because it's always good. It's fun. I mean, there's nothing more fun than flat pan potato that I can just right in. The McDonald's ones are fantastic. The other ones, Dunkin' Donuts introduced the ones that are in bites. Those are great. I've never met a hash brown that I don't like. Even the frozen ones are good. You ever had just the frozen ones that come in like the pack? Even those are good. Next one is, I don't know what the fuck that is. Ooh, next one is like poppy seed bagels. Interesting. See, I'm gonna also put that in B with other bagels, but I agree that it should go above plain because if plain bagels are an option, but you have access to all the other types of bagels, what in the hell are you doing? The other bagels are so much better. Jalapeno bagels, rainbow bagels, egg bagels, salt bagels, all those bagels are so much superior to plain. Blueberry bagels, oh my, cinnamon bagels, dude, like we can keep going on just the bagels alone. Yeah, there's no way. You gotta do that. Sweet potato is going A. Sweet potatoes are good. And oh wait, that's not sweet potato, that's a croissant. Holy shit, I'm a fucking idiot. Croissants, yeah, it's going down to B. Sorry. Yeah, croissants, I don't know, too flaky and too dry. If I'm adding butter to it, I'd rather just add them to an English muffin or a piece of toast. That's so funny. I thought it was sweet potato. Honestly, just to finish what I was saying about sweet potato. Sweet potato is pretty good. They're not going to be as versatile in my opinion for breakfast, even though they do carry a lower calorie per the amount. However, I think for the amount, it's not worth it. You're better off just eating regular potatoes, unless you really prefer sweet potatoes, in which case, hey, you know what? Have at it. Donut. Donuts going C tier. I don't consider donut a breakfast. I fucking love donuts. Donuts is probably my favorite like dessert food in terms of just everything, but it's not a breakfast. Dunkin' fucked it up with that. Krispy Kreme also fucked it up with that. The next one is biscuits. Oh my god, do I love this? Especially the ones from Red Lobster. Oh shit. But it has to go C tier. You need more. I need to have more. Steak and eggs? S tier. Dude, what are you kidding me? Fucking steak and eggs? Think of a better breakfast, honestly. Like, just, I mean, obviously, add some potatoes and you really have the trifecta here. But steak and eggs that's like the best, especially if you're trying to build muscle. No, steak and eggs. And there's so many ways to do it. It's so versatile. And by the way, steak, hold on, let me switch for this one. Steak well done. I know it's crazy, but for breakfast, steak well done. Dinner, you can go medium rare. Actually, medium well. I don't like the red. Not that much. But for breakfast, well done. I won't hear anything. And then last but not least, scrambled eggs, top of S. I don't believe there's there we go. I don't believe there is a better food for breakfast. You have just easy to make. You can prepare it so many ways. Absolute insane macros. You cannot beat eggs. I spoke to someone recently who talked about like, oh, you know, I get really tired of eggs. And I was like, dude, you got to switch it up. This week, I've had eggs 4 times. And I remember the first time, just plain salt, pepper, a little bit of hot sauce, had it fun. The second day, I went with like a more taco seasoning style, went with a little more like ranchero, added some peppers, changed it up. The third day, I added feta and Parmesan cheese, and then added a little bit of oregano, went more of like an Italian style. I mean, I don't know if the Italians have a fucking egg dish, but more Italian style. And then this morning, I went back to that salt pepper, only I switched it up and added sriracha and a little bit of honey to the eggs. All of those I put over potatoes. Eggs can be versatile. Yes, the egg taste kind of overpowers a lot, so you're not gonna get that much of a change in flavor. But if you're struggling to eat eggs and you have an abundance of eggs, which, listen, eggs are expensive right now, so I understand if you don't. But you can make changes, and that's all you have to do. You just have to add different things, seasonings, cheeses, sauces, change up your foods. The meals can be the same, that way the macros stay the same, but you can take away and add whatever you want to add versatility to the meals. It's really that easy, because breakfast is an important meal. It's not like the most important, like they always hear all the time. You always hear people say like breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And like there's some truth to that depending on the context of what you're speaking about it. But if you're just like, hey, I want a breakfast that's good, I mean, as you can see, there's a lot of options. And even so, there's no rules. If you want to have a dinner food for breakfast, you can do that. That's fine. Maybe it'll be a little weird at first, but you can do it. And then there's also things like protein shakes that aren't on here. Yogurt bowls aren't on here. Smoothie bowls aren't on here. There's a lot of things that aren't on here. I'm just saying, like, don't put a lot of pressure into making your breakfast really good. This video's gone all over the place. But just like enjoy your breakfast. But yeah, here it is. Breakfast tier list. I know it's controversial. Let me know what you think. I would love to do more of these. I believe I have some odd takes in the food world. Not like trying to be controversial for no reason. I just apparently I have different opinions of things. But yeah, I don't know. Stay mindful.